Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? You doing all right? How about these performers? Isn't that something? Aren't they great? And you should know something. I am the oldest performer you're going to see tonight, and anyone else on this stage combined. And so with that comes a little bit of wisdom, and I'd like to impart that to the other performers here tonight. Invest in a nose hair trimmer. Oh, you laugh. Now you're going to need one, and you're going to need one before you know it. I know, because I got one before I thought I needed it. My kids gave it to me. It's a Father's Day present. I don't blame them. They were shorter than I am. They had to look up into this crap, okay? And nose hair trimmers are great. Take care of your nose hair like a champ, as the name implies. Takes care of your nose hair, ear hair. Takes care of any Andy Rooney eyebrow action you might have going on. You see, that's a litmus test. If you're old enough to know who Andy Rooney is, you probably need a nose hair trimmer. And I was complaining about this to a friend of mine about, getting one, because I didn't think I needed one, and I did. And my friend, Rosie, she was like, well, Rick, I work in a hair salon. We can wax that for you now. Now, she wasn't talking about waxing my ear hair. And she wasn't talking, even though they do that, she wasn't talking about waxing my eyebrow hair, although they do that. She was talking about waxing my nose hair. Yeah, somebody gasped, and that was the right response. Now I'm going to ask a very indelicate question, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Has anyone here got their nose hair waxed, or am I and Sam the drummer the only idiots in the room? Sorry, Sam, I had to call you out. That's okay, it's okay. Sam told me in rehearsal. I wasn't in confidence, was it, Sam? Not anymore. All right, you guys haven't eaten in a while, so let's go through this. I'm going to tell the story of getting your nose hair waxed. Because we're all, buckled up. It shows PG-13 starting now. Okay, so when they remove wax from your body, some guys don't know this, they put warm wax on the part of the body they want to remove hair from. They put something on it and they rip it off. But they can't do that with your nostrils. So what they do is they take warm wax and they put it on like a popsicle stick, and then they stick them up your nostrils. And they do both nostrils at the same time because they're not stupid. It's like when my kids got their ears pierced at the mall, they did both ears at the same time so they didn't look like a pirate walking through the mall. Well, they do that with your nostrils so you don't look like a nose hair pirate. Don't Google that at work. So they put the warm wax and they stick them up your nostrils and they leave it there until it hardens. Now, the amount of time it takes for warm wax on popsicle sticks inside your nostrils to harden is the same amount of time it takes for you to come to the realization that this is a bad idea. But it doesn't matter what you think. At this point, there's only one way this whole shebang is coming out, and that's the hard way. So what they do is they grab hold of both popsicle sticks at the same time. They put a hand on my nose to keep it from flying off, I suppose. They put a foot on my chest, and then they yank those puppies out. Now, I'm not going to lie to you nice people, it hurt. It hurt like a mofo. But before my nose could tell my brain to tell my mouth to scream bloody murder, my eyes were looking at what best could be described as a pair of hair lollipops. You find under the seat cushions a week after Halloween. Ugh. But the best part is that for a few brief shining moments, I had the nose of a Brazilian supermodel. At least for a couple of weeks, and I was supposed to go back and get it done again. And that's when I realized a nose hair trimmer is a great investment. And I have proof, because Sam agrees with me, don't you, Sam? Absolutely. So remember, kids, nose hair trimmer. So I do have kids. I'm a dad. I don't have to tell you that. I think I scream it, actually. And I'm happy to be here, because if I wasn't here, I would be home. I'd be walking my two dogs. I've got two dogs. I have to walk them. I hate walking them. Because every time I walk them, it turns into a contest to see who can poop the most. Good news, I'm winning. As I said, I do have kids. I got 3 kids. I got 2 beautiful girls and 1 lovely girl. That's all I make, and I make them well. When my wife was pregnant with all of our children, but mostly the later ones, people kept asking me what I wanted. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I was like, I want a baby. I wasn't aware I had any other options. Finally, I was at a party, and one night I was like, you know what I want? I would really be happy. I'd be happy with a puppy. That's what I want. I want a puppy. My wife was not happy with that answer. When we got home from the party, she turned to me, why did you tell them you wanted a puppy? That's a stupid answer to a dumb question. What, she said, no. If I give birth to a puppy, I said, what does that make me? I said, that makes you famous. Forget the octo mom, we got the puppy mom. Cute. My wife's like, no. There's a word for someone who gives birth to a puppy, and that word is a... Oh, someone was holding that in. Yeah, you're all good Minnesotans. Till the time comes, you bam, hit it with that B word. Good for you. I didn't say it then, and I didn't say it now. I said something worse. He said, hey, if the color fits. I spent a week on the couch. It was worth it, though. It's all right. It's an occupational hazard. I say things that I think are funny, even when no one else thinks they're funny. Some people can't have dogs, though. Some people are allergic. You're allergic right there, Emily, right? And, yeah. Anybody else here allergic to? Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out like that. You startled her. Anybody else here allergic to dogs? We got some people allergic. No, about 10% of the population. It's okay. There's a type of dog you can get if you're allergic to dogs and not be allergic to it. And that type of dog is a poodle. It's true. Poodles are hyperallergenic. Nobody wants a poodle, though. Poodles suck. It's a French hunting dog. That's really all you need to know. So what people do is they'll take a poodle and then they'll breed it with a real dog. And they'll get a hybrid dog that is hypoallergenic. You can't sneeze at them. I don't know. They're nothing to sneeze at. I don't know. So you say you want a little bitty dog, like a Pekingese. You take a Pekingese, you breed it with a poodle, you get a breed called a Peekapoo. That's the name of the breed of dog. I'm not making that up. If you want a bigger dog, like say a Schnauzer, you breed a Schnauzer with a poodle, you get a breed called a Schnoodle. That's the name of the breed. Or you can get a Labradoodle or the great big SUV Saint Berdoodle. Those are the actual names. I'm not making those up. You just add doodle or poo to the actual breed of dog, and then that's the poodle hybrid name. And that's one reason I'm never eating a snickerdoodle again. And I want to breed a poodle with a Shih Tzu just for the name a Shih Poo. Yeah, that joke writes itself. And I'm not talking about just those 5 or 6 dogs. I'm talking about every dog, from the smallest to the tallest, and every dog in between. And what that tells me is that a poodle will fuck anything. And I know what you're thinking. Of course they will. They're French. Folks, thanks for listening. I'm Rick Logan. Enjoy the rest of the show.